These are the deliverability secrets that you need to know in 2025 if you want to hit the inbox. But it's not a one-step solution like others might be telling you. There's actually a few things that you need to do all together in order to land in the inbox. If you don't know me, my name is David Shmula. The lessons I'm going to share with you today are learned from me sending over 100 million emails over the last 3 years. So in this video, I'm going to cover 5 of the most powerful secrets that you can implement today to get your messages to land in the inbox. The first and foremost is low sending volume. And what I mean by low sending volume is the number of messages that you can send each day from a mailbox. Right now, we're sending anywhere between 5 and 10 messages a day per mailbox. There are a few reasons why we do such low sending volume. The first reason is because we want to mimic the traditional sending behavior of a regular email user. The second reason is because with a lower sending volume and high email warm-up, if people place our messages in spam, the percentage of messages getting landed in spam relative to the percentage of messages being sent out from the mailbox is going to be lower. The second powerful secret is to have redundant infrastructure. That means if you need 100 mailboxes to get the sending volume that you're looking for, you should carry 200 mailboxes. And yes, I know that sounds like a lot, but if it's going to help your messages land in the inbox, then it's worth every dollar, because the more messages that land in the inbox, the more deals that come through this channel. There's a little bit more than just having double the infrastructure. What you want to do is actually rotate the infrastructure on a monthly basis. Let's say that you need 100 mailboxes to send the appropriate sending volume. Batch 1, it will be the first 100, and batch 2 will be the second 100. The way we rotate it on a monthly basis is month 1, batch 1, month 2, batch 2, month 3, batch 1, month 4, batch 2. And it just goes on just like that. It allows us to work the mailboxes and then cool them off. During those cool off periods, we're able to improve the deliverability by having it on warm up. And of course, for the messages that do land in spam, that we're moving them to the primary inbox. The beauty of this is not only are we going to get better deliverability out of our mailboxes, but we're also going to get more longevity out of our mailboxes. There is time and resources that are required in order to spin up new mailboxes. So if we're able to increase the longevity of them, it's a huge win. And with this method, we're going to be able to increase the longevity while increasing deliverability. The third really powerful way that you're going to get deliverability in 2025 is having your sequencer hosted on a dedicated server. So right now we're doing that through Email Bison. Now, if you're not ready to switch over to Email Bison, not a problem. SmartLead is releasing this functionality in 2025. So stay tuned. And once you see it, I would opt in as soon as possible. The reason why this is so powerful is because right now, traditional sequencers like SmartLead, Instantly, and others, they're using a pool of IP addresses to send out all these messages on behalf of all of their clients. But what's happening is each user is cross-contaminating the other users. If you have your own dedicated server hosting your own dedicated email sequencer, you're going to have a higher IP reputation, which means that your overall deliverability is going to improve. So the recommendation is to have your own email sequencer privately hosted on your own private server. And like I said, we're using Email Bison for it, and it's a great tool. I couldn't recommend it highly enough. It's more so targeted for an agency customer. So if you're not an agency, then stay tuned and take advantage of that feature when SmartLead releases it. The fourth really powerful way that you're going to improve your deliverability in 2025 is having an insane amount of variability. So what I mean by that is, if the Google and Microsoft algorithms see that the same message is being sent out over and over and over and over and over again, they're going to start to become aware that you're using an automated sequencer, which is not prohibited, but it's not encouraged. And when they see this, they're going to start putting those messages into spam, which is why there are things like spin tags out there. And spin tags is a way of creating variability within your messages. So we use spin tags, but the key here is to use a lot of spin tags. Let me show you. Let's pop into the computer and I'll show you what that looks like. So here I'm going to give you a few examples of what this looks like without spin tags, with spin tags, and then with using really large custom variables. So without any variability, it would look like this. Hi, first name, or hi, Dave. I saw you're hiring a sales leader. Now you can imagine if you send this exact message over and over and over and over again, that Google and Microsoft are going to pick up that this is an automated sequence, and they're going to start putting your messages into the spam folder. But when you add spin tags, which is something that looks like this below, you'll start to create all these different variations thousands and thousands of variations on the same message that says essentially the exact same thing, but each message will look just a bit different. The more variability you have, the better your results are going to be with deliverability. I'll read this out and then I'll explain how it works. So, hi, hello, hey, good morning, or good day, first name. I saw, I noticed, saw, you were, you are, your, hiring for, looking for, in the market for, interested in hiring, wanted to hire, keen on hiring, in the market to hire, seeking out, sales leaders, sales executives, leaders in sales, sales execs, execs in sales. So you can see they're all variations of the exact same thing, but they're all different. And that's the key to getting really good deliverability because the algorithms don't pick up on it as much. So the way spin tax works, and you could probably look at a more comprehensive video that explains spin tax. So the way this works is within each curly bracket, it's going to choose one of those options. So you'll see there's the curly bracket, and every sequencer might have a different way of doing it, but in concept, they'll all function more or less the same way. This is the syntax for smart lead. So within each curly bracket, you have multiple variables. So you have one variable, two variables, and three variables. You have one variable, two variables, and three variables. And what it's going to do is it's going to take one variable within each bracket. So it'll say, I saw, you were, I saw, you are, I saw, your, I noticed, you were, I noticed, you are, I noticed, your. And that's just going to continue throughout the entire message. You can see just with these two alone, we have 9 variations. But now with each level of spin tax, we're exponentially increasing the amount of variations. So there are thousands of variations right here. So now the last way to include a ton of variability is to use very large custom variables. So here's just an example. You have your spin tax greeting, you'll have your first line, your AI generated claim relevant to the prospective company, an AI analogy, AI soft CTA, then your spin tax goodbye. And so the way that you would do this is using tools like clay.com, where you're going to create these custom variables based on data that's available to you. So scraped website data, scraped Shopify store data, and other data that's available on the web, you're going to use as context for the AI to generate these variables. You can imagine this might also include, press releases or news articles or really anything that's available on the internet. We're going to use AI to process and create these variables. So here's an example. For the first line, so you're working with deep tech startups looking for machine learning integrations. The AI claim relevant to prospective company might be something like, we can set meetings with 10 to 20 deep tech founders looking for ML support. And then the AI analogy, just how you use AI and machine learning to level up their technology. We use AI to level up your sales development. AI soft CTA, worth a quick call. Best regards, thank you, etc., etc. So the key here is to have a lot of variability. And although each one of these variables look quite simple, a well-prompted AI with unique information is going to give you slightly different variables for each and every input, because each input is going to have different context that is going to go into the prompt. So the last and final powerful strategy that I have for you today is one that I don't think you're going to like. The powerful strategy is to have good targeting and good copy. In 1 through 4, you got all the concrete stuff. But for 5, I could not leave this off the list because good targeting and good copy is one of the most important factors for getting messages to land in the inbox. And let me explain to you why. Part of what makes messages end up in spam is when people actually put them in spam. So when you start off with a mailbox and you're sending and you're sending and you're sending, it's people sending it to spam that is increasing the rate that it's going to spam for your other mailboxes. So what happens is if you send bad messages to the wrong people, they're just going to put that message directly into spam. And then once enough people put it into spam, it's going to affect the rest of your deliverability. So by doing really good targeting and writing really good messages, you're going to reduce the number of instances where someone takes your message and puts it into spam. And by reducing that, you're going to get better deliverability with more of your messages landing in the primary inbox. So to recap everything, the 5 powerful strategies to getting your messages to land in the inbox in 2025 are as follows. 1, use very low sending volume. 2, double up on your infrastructure and rotate it monthly. 3, host your sequencer on a private server. 4, use tons of variability. And 5, have really precise targeting with really good copy. My hope is that this gives you a little bit of a shortcut so you can get the results that you're looking for without all the trials and tribulations that it took me and my team to figure this out. And that's everything. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.